Jumpy!
June!
Huh? June? And Santa. And Lotus, too.
So none of you guys did die, thank God.
Whoa!
Well,
What the hell is this?
at least I'm glad June's not dead.
What are you doing here?
What? But we didn't...
Hey guys! Could you come take a look at this? Look on the wall here.
A map of the ship's interior?
It says C deck.
So it's the map for this floor then?
Door 7. And... Door 8.
That was door 8?
They both eventually end up at this hallway.
Geez, you guys took a long way, didn't you?
Yeah, isn't that what I said? We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9. And that's how the nonary game works.
I see. Wait a sec. Hey, could this lead to...
Oh.
You've got to be kidding me.
No way.
We may as well go.
Yeah.
Oh, almost forgot. We should keep this. Ready? I'm gonna open it. I knew it. We're back. In the hospital room.
I see. I believe I understand what you're
Ace!
saying.
Wait a minute, how the hell did we...
The 6 of you split into 2 teams and went through doors 7 and 8. You solved the puzzles in the operating room and the laboratory, and then met one another in the hallway after opening your respective locked doors. At any rate, I feel a bit silly for my little show of altruism.
A bit, but, like... but why did we go in a circle?
I know I said I was sure you'd come back for me. I didn't think it would happen so soon, though.
Well, we saw each other again and we ain't dead, so I say that's good enough. Anyway, I say we get out of this creepy old place.
Okay,
We
but...
found the key we need.
The key?
Ain't that what I just said? I'm talking about the Jupiter key. We found it in the operating room. Right, Junpei?
Yeah.
Oh, the solar system keys. Actually, we found one in the laboratory too.
Really?
The Earth key.
Earth, right.
I might lose it. It's probably better if you hold on to it. That way it won't be my fault if it gets lost.
Yeah, I better take that.
Yeah.
Just in case, huh, Lotus?
Now we have 3 keys that we haven't used yet.
Yeah. The Jupiter key
Jupiter.
that we found in the operating room. The Saturn key
Saturn.
card we found in the kitchen.
And now Earth.
And the Earth key Lotus just gave me.
The Jupiter key is supposed to be for the door at the end of that long straight hallway, right?
Yeah. If the map's right, then it connects to the central staircase. Then, next to the stairs,
Wait! What about door 3?
look, you saw the map, right?
It'll just lead back here,
The
right?
same as 7 and 8. It'll just lead us back to the big hospital room.
But what if there's a key in there?
There's no point to seeing what's on the other side of that door.
There is a point. At least there is for me.
Yeah, Snake.
Yeah, you're right, I'm sorry. Snake might be on the other side of door 3.
Very well. I'll be coming with you then. I've had a nice long rest. I think it's time I was up and about again. So 7, you'll help me, won't you?
Huh? Damn. Well, I guess that's how it's gotta be. So I'm going with you, huh?
Yes, you are.
7, 3, 1, right? 7, 1, 4? That makes 12. Yeah, 3.
All right, let's get moving. Okay, we're heading out.
Be careful.
Whoa. Didn't think I'd be hearing that from you, Lotus.
Right, from you, Lotus? No, never.
Don't let it go to your head. I'd be in trouble if the 3 of you bought it. The rest of us can't open the 9 door.
Ah, the truth comes out.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're off.
All right, we should get moving too.
Huh?
Where are we
Get
going?
moving.
Where are we going?
Well, it would be a waste of time to just sit around, wouldn't it? Let me explain.
Oh, I get it. We're gonna see if we can get anywhere interesting with the Jupiter key.
Yes. If we're lucky, we might find Snake.
And here's the Jupiter symbol on the keyhole.
All right, Junpei. Open it if you please.
Yeah, on it.
And we're back here.
Great, back to the beginning. You sure this is a good idea?
What do you mean?
Well, we already searched every inch of this room, didn't we?
But wasn't there a Earth key symbol here?
I'm asking
Right?
you if there's any reason we came back here.
Right? I'm not kidding. I'm pretty sure there was a Saturn or an Earth symbol around here.
Of course there's a reason. Man, sometimes I can't tell if you're smart or just lucky.
Huh?
This.
Right, Saturn.
The Saturn key card. And the Earth key?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing symbols for both of them here somewhere.
I'm lost.
Don't you remember, Santa? On C deck, where we are now, there was a big elevator behind the stairs, remember? And next to the elevator, there was a card reader with the Saturn symbol on it. And on A deck, on the door to the left, there was a
Yep.
keyhole with the Earth symbol on it, I think. So the two keys that Jumpy has?
Should let us use the elevator and the door on A deck.
We gotta choose which one to go to, huh?
Yes, that's right.
All right, I got it. Let's get started then. What do you say we split into two teams? Lotus and I will search the Earth one, so you two can search Saturn, all right?
Sounds good. Then you guys should take this key.
All right, I guess that's how we're doing
no
it.
idea what's on the other side of these. So don't go too far. Just search for 10 minutes and come back.
There's a card reader next to the left elevator.
Then let's try out the Saturn key card.
like we just discussed like
Wait,
2 seconds
It
ago.
looks like it's working now.
All right, now how do I call the elevator?
I'm getting the same way you call a normal elevator, June.
Oh, it only has the upside down triangle on it.
I guess there's no up button. Well, we may as well try pushing this one.
So it just goes down.
It opened. Look, Jumpy.
Sweet, it opened. Let's get going.
Wait.
What?
What?
I'm not really. I just. Oh gosh.
You're not afraid of. Really?
Well, we will be all alone in here.
Hey, June.
Jumpy?
Huh? Oh, nothing. It's not important. Come on, let's go.
I said, wait a minute.
Why?
Aren't you afraid, Jumpy?
Afraid of what?
It's just an elevator.
Well, I've never.
Have you? No, don't tell me you've never been on an elevator before.
You know,
It's your first time?
I might get wet.
What? 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 What?
What?
Down there. I'd get soaking wet.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, of course you would. That's the way it works. I mean, I've never heard of anyone getting soaking wet somewhere else.
Oh my God, gee.
That's true. You don't mind
Mind what?
getting wet?
Well, I don't know.
Is that really the main concern right now,
I
June?
think I'd probably, like it.
Gosh, Jumpy, you're so brave.
Really? I mean, I kind of think any guy would do the same thing, you know?
I mean, look, I don't like getting wet, like on purpose. Like if I'm getting wet on purpose, sure. If I'm trying not to, and if I get wet, I'll be annoyed, and it just feels uncomfortable. But it's not nothing to like cry and bitch and moan about, right?
What happens, right? I mean, if you get the chance, you've just got to go for it. That's what a man is supposed to do, I guess.
You're so cool,
I guess.
Jumpy. I really admire you.
That doesn't really seem like the sort of thing you ought to admire someone for.
Right, cause anyone can do it. Come on.
I'm really scared.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, you've never done it before.
Yes. So, I don't think I'll be able to last very long. And then it'll be over.
Look, this is sounding all kind of wrong. I won't lie to you.
Over?
Yes. I'll go to heaven.
What do you mean?
Heaven?
It feels kind of like you're floating in space, and your mind gets all fuzzy, like when you pass out. At least that's what I've heard from people who have experienced it.
Yes, I've heard that too. Although I don't think the same thing happens to guys.
What?
What?
Huh?
But it would happen to men too, wouldn't it? It would happen to anyone. Once it gets into your body, the same thing happens to everyone.
Well, I mean, usually it doesn't go inside the man. I mean, generally.
What are you? Look. I'm not smart at that, okay? I don't know what they're talking about anymore.
Yes, it does. Well, eventually it will. It's not like you really have a choice. Your body will force you to swallow some of it. Eventually.
What are you trying to do to me?
Nothing. I'm not going to do anything to you. I'm just saying that that's what happens. It's a psychological reaction to what you're experiencing.
But okay, to being wet.
Oh, is that so?
I know most men probably have larger lungs, but even then, I don't think you could hold your breath for 20 or even 10 minutes. Eventually, you'd have to breathe, and then the water would get into your lungs. Once that happens, your body won't be able to get oxygen anymore, and you'll start to feel that floaty feeling as you pass out.
Well, that's normal.
Oh.
Okay, look, Junpei. Look, okay, look, just because me and him were thinking the same thing, just, that doesn't mean anything, okay?
Yeah, you're right. You wouldn't last very long.
See?
Junpei just having...
Come to think of it, the lower floor, D deck, is completely underwater.
And we're in C deck, so we're going right to
An
D,
elevator
right?
heading
So
to a submerged floor. That is pretty scary. Hey, wait a minute. This elevator came up from somewhere under us, right?
Well, yes, I guess it did. It didn't open right away after you pressed the button. There was a motor noise, like it was moving, and then it opened.
huh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So, take a look inside. It's not wet at all, is it? The walls and even the floor are totally dry.
Oh, you're right. They are.
Well, let's test it.
Tested.
Yeah, watch this. Now, I'll just put one foot inside the elevator and look over at the buttons. Oh, there's only two, E and C. All right, I'll push E.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought I saw like an E floor on the button.
I think I can hear it opening on E deck.
Okay, that's done. Now I'll just press the button again.
Hey, it's me.
Yep, not a single drop of water to be seen. See?
What does that mean? How can E deck be safe if the D deck is full of water?
Well, here's what I think.
That's kind of weird, huh?
The elevator shaft and E deck must be watertight and separated from wherever the ship's been punctured. Here, let me show you.
I see. So is that why the ship hasn't sunk?
Oh, because E deck is underwater.
The shape of the inside keeps it all from filling with water?
Yeah, I think that's what's going on. So I'm gonna go down and check it out. You stay here, all right?
But
Come on, just do it, alright?
I'm coming with you.
Huh? Hey, wait! Oh, crap. It closed.
I can't just let you go alone, you know.
Ah, jeez.
Women, right? So this is
Looks
E-Deck,
normal.
huh?
Oh, knock it off. It's just like I thought. This part hasn't flooded. Come on, just look around. There's no water here.
You're right. It's not flooded at all.
See?
But there's a whole lot of water.
Yeah, right on top of us.
Yeah, we're right above water.
What's gonna happen if the ceiling breaks?
Well, we'd probably get really wet up there.
Huh?
At any rate, we should probably go back as soon as we can, once we're done looking around down here. Lotus and Santa might already be back.
Okay, good idea.
Now then. Iron bars. Well, we can't go over there.
Right.
Then maybe...
The other side?
It looks like there's a long
Oh.
straight hallway down this way.
something's written on the door at the end. Wait, is that...
Let's check.
It's a numbered door.
I knew it!
A 6.
This is a numbered door. But we can't do anything with only the two of us.
We better head back and let everyone know.
Yes.
Wait, what's this? Is this the map for Edek? I should take it with me.
Good find.
Huh, so you guys found door 1.
Door 1.
So now we've located 2 new doors. The 6th door and the 1 door.
It is interesting that Edek wasn't flooded.
Well, we don't really know if all of Edek is safe. We only checked the area around the elevator.
Even so, it's still very interesting.
So 1 and 6, huh?
You said the 6th door was there, right?
Yes.
Then that means Zero planned all this out, even the sinking.
Well, yeah, he did stop it.
That would have meant some pretty serious remodeling of the ship's interior.
It's pretty mind-blowing when you think about it.
Yeah. I wonder how long it took. I can't even imagine how much it must have cost.
It would have been a ton, that's for sure.
Well, that does go along with what Ace was saying. The most reasonable explanation would be that this was done by some organization with access to a whole lot of cash.
Yes, it does make sense.
Yeah?
Well, now what, right?
I don't think it's a very good idea to stay here.
Yeah, you're right. Ace and his team might be back already.
Well, Junpei and I should be able to open door 1.
Huh? You guys leaving me behind?
Just kidding. All right, let's go.
I don't trust it.
Hey! Where the hell did you guys go?
7?
Ace? Clover?
What's wrong? What happened?
What the hell kind of question is that? Snake is...
Snake is.
No way!
He died, just as the 9th man did.
Oh my god. That's not true, is it?
We should make sure.
Yeah, right. We should.
Wait, not that way.
What?
What?
Why not?
I stuck a screwdriver in there to keep the door from closing all the way. It's not locked, so you can go in that way.
Where is he?
The shower room, the left side of the hallway. I put a broom in there too to keep the door open.
That means we can get in without going through the numbered door, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then let's go. This wasn't open when we passed here before. Well, let's keep going.
No way! Snake's actually dead?
Oh, it smells horrible.
Ugh, yeah, this is pretty awful. I feel like I'm gonna puke.
Oh, wow. Oh, this is what they meant. Okay. I was thinking... it was just as bad as they said. Perhaps worse. A hideous smell filled the air, so thick they could almost taste it. It was sour. It smelled of fish, feces, and burnt meat. It worked its way through Junpei's nose and down his throat to pound against the entrance to his stomach. He put his hands over his mouth and struggled to keep what little was in his stomach where it belonged.
Where is he?
They didn't have to wonder where the body was. There was blood everywhere, a few arms with a splatter reaching towards them as they walked in through the door. All one had to do was follow the many radial arms to their source. The blood itself was hidden behind the divider.
June, you should stay here.
But
Please, just do me a favor, okay? All right?
He didn't give her a chance to say no. He put his hands on her shoulder, as if to shove her into the ground like a tent pole, turned and walked toward the end of the hallway, to the divider.
I'm going in.
It felt like it took an eternity for him to get there. Santa and Lotus followed, timid and nervous as a pair of children. Eventually, they reached the divider. They looked at one another and nodded slowly. Junpei put his hands on the divider and peered around the corner. For a moment, he forgot to breathe. He felt his heart collapse in his chest like an empty cigarette carton, and time froze. He knew that in the instant that he would take the image before him to the grave. What was left of the body sat in a sea of blood. Chunks of flesh, torn from the body, sat in the blood like tiny islands in the great Red Sea. A vast, ragged roll had been torn into the torso, and what remained of his intestines spilled out of it like fresh spaghetti. Smaller chunks of meat had splattered against the wall and become stuck there as they dried. Globules of yellowish fat had left trails like tiny slugs as gravity pulled them down the wall, even as they dried to it.
Just like Ace said.
Santa's voice was strained. Junpei suspected he was holding down some vomit of his own.
Just like the ninth man. The detonator in his bracelet set off the bomb in his gut.
God. It looked as though the explosion had been quite powerful.
Oh, God. The bone is coming out of his left arm.
Ah!
It's definitely an open fracture.
His legs were both bent in an odd, unnatural way, and his left arm had split open, exposing the painfully white bone of his ulna. His bracelet lay next to him. It seemed to have hit the wall hard enough to have shattered the display, which lay on the ground in pieces.
Oh, the face. It's horrible.
Yeah, you can't even tell who it is.
Half of his head had simply collapsed. Oh my God! The blood coating almost made it look like raw pizza dough covered in tomato sauce. His clothes, too, were covered in blood. The burgundy tie, the white shirt, the jacket with the yellow piping, and the gray slacks.
But the clothes are...
They were all familiar to Junpei.
No mistake about it. It's Snake.
Lotus's voice was unnaturally deep and strained, and Junpei heard it catch in her throat. The squeal of tortured metal made Junpei's teeth curl. It sounded like the noise of a ghost would make. No matter how many times he heard it, he never got used to it. Every time, it put him on edge. It didn't help that there was a girl nearby who looked far more like a ghost than a living human should. It was Clover. Damn, Clover, I'm sorry. After I promised. After I told you he wouldn't be dead. I'm sorry. She sat on the edge of the bed, her head drooping listlessly onto her chest. Her eyes were blank and stared across the room at nothing. Her breathing was slow and mechanical. Aside from the rise and fall of her chest, she didn't move. Junpei felt as if even a nudge might cause her to shatter into 1,000 pieces.
Snake was probably murdered. Chances are he was killed the same way the ninth man was.
But how? How did he even get into a numbered door? 7 lowered his voice, likely in an effort to keep Clover from hearing what he had to say. There were 4 other people in the room with Junpei and 7. Ace, Santa, June, and Lotus. 7 looked at each one of them in turn and continued.
It's pretty straightforward. Not that hard to figure out how they did it. First, the killers got Snake to authenticate on the red to open door 3. Then they shoved him into it, alone, and waited 9 seconds for the door to shut. Once that door shut, it was all over for Snake. But he didn't give up. He probably knew it wouldn't do him any good, but he probably ran into the shower room looking for the dead. It was a small chance, but it wasn't like he had anything to lose. Unfortunately, it didn't work. The detonator is only deactivated if everybody who authenticated when they went in uses the dead. Snake was the only one who went through the door. And then, 81 seconds after he was shoved in, that happened.
I see. So that's what you meant by killers, huh?
But who did it, though?
You need at least 3 people to open one of the numbered doors, including Snake. It wouldn't open for Snake and a single killer.
Yeah. That means we're looking at multiple perps here.
Junpei crossed his arms and grunted.
Well, just in case, I want to make sure. Let's say you're right. When do you think Snake was killed?
When we all split up to look for the parts for the Reds, I think. Right after that was when we noticed he was gone.
Then that means none of us have alibis. We were all off searching the rooms we'd been assigned, looking for those parts.
Yeah. That means anybody could be a killer.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about?
Well, come on, June. It's not that hard to figure that out, but like, it's so weird, right? Because we talked to everybody. I was with June the whole time. So me and her are kind of alibis to each other. But we talked to Lotus, we talked to Santa, and we talked to Ace. June seemed shocked.
How can you say that so casually? You're implying that one of us is a killer.
Well, not just one of us. If I'm right, then at least 2 of us are murderers.
Why don't you calm down a bit, 7? What are you going to gain by being so suspicious? That's what Zero wants, you know?
What Zero wants?
Exactly. This game was set up by Zero, wasn't it? Any game has a winner and loser. Whoever makes it through door 9 is a winner, and those who don't are the losers. Zero is trying to make us fight against one another for that victory.
Then you're saying that Zero is trying to split us up by making us fight each other?
Yes. That is why we can't let ourselves fall prey to suspicion. We have to trust one another and form a strong bond of friendship. Otherwise, we'll end up ensnared by Zero's manipulations.
Well, tell that to the guy who died first.
Then does that mean that the person who killed Snake...
Yes. Almost certainly Zero himself.
But we're not so sure about that.
If there's anyone we should doubt, it should be Zero. He masterminded this game and kidnapped all of us. Doesn't it seem reasonable that he would have killed Snake as well?
Good question.
Junpei hadn't really considered that.
If Zero killed Snake, then Zero is on the ship with us.
Junpei. Was Zero still on the ship with them? I'm not sure. He wasn't sure.
Something's still strange.
What was that?
Well, I'm just wondering about one thing.
And what's that?
How can you be so sure that Zero's on this ship?
Ace's eyebrow shot up.
Really, Junpei? I confess I'm a little disappointed. Usually you're rather sharp. Isn't it obvious?
Wait, it is?
This ship.
Huh?
Zero said, "this ship," several times when he addressed us. If he weren't here, he wouldn't say this ship, would he? He'd be saying something like, that ship, or the ship.
Oh, Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Ace's explanation made perfect sense. Junpei felt a little foolish that he hadn't seen it himself. Still, he was left with a question, and it was one of no small importance.
If Zero's on the ship, where is he?
Suddenly, everyone went very quiet. The silence was cold and clammy, and Jimmy could feel it crawling across his back and around his throat. Again, he heard the ghosting moaning noise. And moments later, a person who looked more ghost than human appeared. It was Clover. She looked at the floor as she spoke, and her voice was a cold monotone.
I think Zero is one of us.
Yeah, I didn't want to think about it, but yeah. Like, it could work. It could work. Pre-recorded messages. Every human body in the room froze. The only sound was the muffled wrestling of breath. Eyes darted from face to face. One of those faces was the face of their jailer. But who? Was he one of them?
Well, that's possible.
Huh?
Like Clover said, Zero might be one of us.
What are you saying, Jumpy? Didn't you hear what Ace said?
Exactly. I said we shouldn't suspect one another for no reason.
But
No reason. I've got a great reason.
one of us just died.
And what's that?
The bracelets.
He held out his left arm.
Why are the bombs in our bodies connected to the bracelets? You're all thinking Zero's hiding somewhere watching us, right? If he's doing that, then he could just detonate the bombs by remote control if someone did something they weren't supposed to. It would be a lot more precise and a lot easier. But if that's the case, then why is the bomb set off by the detonator in the bracelet?
You got a point.
I'm not done. Try applying the same ideas to the nonary game. All of the puzzles here run all by themselves. In other words, Zero doesn't have to be controlling them for the game to move forward.
I guess not.
Why's that? Why would Zero bother to do something like that?
Junpei let the question hang in the air and looked at the others. It was Santa who answered.
So let's say you and Clover are right. Zero's one of us. If that's the case, then it'd be really hard for him to keep track of all of us or control anything remotely. That's why all the puzzles run by themselves. That's what you're getting at, right?
Yeah.
Junpei nodded.
Seven, when we were talking earlier, you said any one of us could be Snake's killer, right?
Yeah, something like that.
All right then. I've got a question for you, Ace. You said something like Zero must be the one who killed Snake, right?
Yeah.
Yes, something like that. I can't think of any other explanation.
So what do we get if we combine those? They fit together pretty well, I think. Something like this. Whoever killed Snake is Zero. Hence, Zero is one of us. Seven and Ace's theories aren't mutually exclusive. They actually complement each other pretty well. At least they do if Zero is one of us.
No one spoke. Their faces were grim, but Junpei wasn't sure if they believed him or not. Finally, Lotus spoke up.
What were his motives?
Excuse me.
His motives.
Yes, isn't that pretty important?
I mean, you don't really need a reason to kill somebody. Honestly, you don't. But what would I know?
Why would Zero want to hide as one of us?
Oh, well, that's because,
Junpei choked. He hadn't thought of that. And he had to be honest with himself. He had no idea.
I don't know.
Lotus sighed.
Well, so much for making a persuasive argument, Junpei.
In other words, you only had circumstantial evidence.
But, like, it's still evidence that can... Like, it's still enough evidence to like, at least have some kind of, like, decision made where, like, okay, there's probability that one of us is Zero.
I don't really think that's enough to go, you know?
Junpei was painfully aware of their eyes on him and their disapproval. He tried to find something else, anything else to look at. Then, in that horrible silence. Oh shit. They heard a bell begin to ring. It was the clock at the central staircase.
It's 3 in the morning.
No way!
That means we have 3 hours left.
Then we need to move now. Seven, Clover, Junpei, I know how you feel, but you do understand that right now it's important we trust one another, don't you?
You're right, but
Junpei couldn't bring himself to respond. He swallowed the words he wanted to say inside. Seven and Clover remained similarly silent. Their eyes were looking at something somewhere else, very far away.
We must go. We have very little time left.
Ace's words put their feet to moving. They all knew where they were going.
our next destination is Mercury.
But maybe you and June should check it out first and then report back to us.
All right, let's go, June.
Right. Here it is.
It sat, bolted on the wall near the staircase that led to the casino and the kitchen, between the two elevators.
The Mercury card reader.
We're using the card 7 gave us, right?
Yeah,
Why the hell did they give us this?
I found it when we were checking out the shower room.
I think Seven said something like that. Anyway, let's see what happens.
Junpei slid the card through the reader. And the light on the reader turned green and made a tiny electronic noise.
I guess the elevator works now.
Jumpy, I know it's only the two of us, but let's do our best.
What's with you all of a sudden?
Right.
Well, I'm happy we were put together.
You know it's just for searching E-Deck, right?
Even so, I'm glad I'm with you.
Oh. First, we need to find out if the elevator comes up full of water.
Just like we did before.
Yeah, that's important. Nope. Try.
Oh, here it is.
I knew it. It's not wet at all.
Let's go.
Yes.
Once it had been checked for water, Junpei and June stepped into the elevator.
Look! Nearly all of the buttons are destroyed.
Yeah, only the seat and bottom button can be pushed.
We're on C deck right now, so the only one we can choose is bottom.
Yeah. Well, let's try it out.
So, E-Deck? Junpei hit the bottom button. The door closed. Slowly, they began to move downward.
Oh, so this is the bottom deck.
They stepped off and saw the hallway to their right ended somewhere between 20 and 25 feet from them. The hallway in front of them was a dead end. But not a regular dead end.
Over there.
2?
This is a numbered door.
This is the 8th one we found. There were 2 numbered doors on B deck near the central staircase.
Right, that was like 5
They
and
were
7?
doors 4 and 5.
5 and 4.
3
We
more
found
in the
3,
large
7, and 8.
hospital room.
So 5, 4, 3, 7, 8. And then we just saw 1, 2, and 6. All we're missing is the 9 door.
Doors 3, 7, and 8.
And the door we found on E deck, and the door Lotus and Santa found on A deck. It was a 6 on the door on E deck, and a 1 on the door on A deck.
4, 5, 3, 7, 8, 6, 1. And now door 2 stands in front of
That
Junpei.
means...
Do you think the next door we find?
It could be.
Yeah, I think so. The next one's gonna be door 9.
Despite himself, Junpei felt excited. There was something about the excitement that frightened him as well.
Finally!
Yeah,
You don't look very happy about it, though.
it's not that. I just hope nothing goes wrong.
Yeah.
You're right. We should keep our fingers crossed.
Let's head back.
Okay.
He did his best to put it from his mind and headed back to C deck with June.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, 7 pieces.
The pieces of paper they folded up lay on the ground next to Junpei's legs. Everyone had written on paper pulled from Junpei's notebook. It had an effort to pull together a blind
Just
vote.
double checking, but everyone wrote their code name and a door number they want, right?
Yes, just like you told us earlier.
Can't believe we're voting here.
Well, look. There's 3 doors. And we gotta figure out what we're gonna do. Why had they decided to vote that way?
We need to make the whole thing fair, blah-de-blah. This is a complicated plan, you know. Hurry it up, Mr. I have a brilliant idea.
They decided it wasn't fair to simply ask everyone at once. That would allow people to force others to go through certain doors.
Yeah, quiet in the peanut gallery.
And he had a plan. It wasn't a plan he wanted anyone to catch wind of, however, so he did his best to act calm as he began to open and read the pieces of paper.
Alright, let's open these up. The first one says, Ace requests door 1.
Yes, I do. Would you like me to explain why?
No, we don't have time for that. Sorry. Let's
Right,
keep going.
we got like less than 3 hours. Chill out. He opened the second one.
Next is Santa. He wants door 6.
Yeah, that's what I wrote.
Junpei continued with the 3rd, 4th, and 5th pieces of paper.
Clover wants 1, Lotus wants 2, and 7 also wants 2.
Huh.
Wait a minute. There is no way I'm going anywhere with the Elephant Man.
What? Chill out, Lotus. I prefer him more than you at the moment.
No, there'd be no point to the voting if we let people change their choices because of stuff like that.
But,
Just give it up, Lotus.
You two are going together.
Sound like I want to hang out with some exhibitionist grandma.
Damn.
I am not an exhibitionist. I'm wearing clothes.
Barely.
Barely.
Hey, good shit, 7.
So, last I checked, that's not a crime.
Maybe. But what about common decency? Nobody wants to have to look at a chick who looks like a half-naked raisin.
Damn.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you!
All right, look. Lotus is kind of a bitch, but 7 be out of pocket. Hey. Lotus's hair flared out like a man at
Oh, not good.
angry lion, and she roared with a voice that shook the walls. You two legit started scrapping.
Go! Let go of me! I'm killing him!
With some difficulty, Ace managed to restrain her.
Junpei, read the rest.
Right.
Junpei tore his eyes away and looked down at the 6th piece of paper. He opened it.
June wants door 6.
Yes, I don't really have a reason. I just felt like it.
All the papers, save Junpei's, had been read. He did some quick calculations in his head.
So this was everyone's vote. Ace and Clover requested door 1.
Ace and Clover want door 1. This was the door on A deck near the central staircase.
7 and Lotus requested door 2.
Oh no! Wait a minute. Hold on, no. There has to be a way. No. Hold on. 7 and Lotus. So 1 and 4. That's 1 and 4, right? And if I go, that's 10. That makes 1. 7 and Lotus. 7 and what was she? She was 8. That's what is that? 15. So if I go, that's 20. That makes 2. This was a door on the bottom deck and could be reached by taking the elevator to the bottom of the ship.
Santa and June requested door 6.
So that's 5. No, that's Santa is 3 and 6. That's 9. So if I go, no. Right? Hold on. Right, I'm right about the first 2. What was Santa again? Fuck, what was Santa? Was he 3? I think he was 3. So that's 9. If I go, that makes 14? No. This is the door on E deck and could be reached by taking the elevator near the central staircase
The
down.
door I should choose is...
It took him less than a second to run the numbers. He opened the 7th piece of paper and spoke.
Okay, the last one is mine. I want to go through...
Wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me think about this. So Snake was 2. Snake was 2, right? So Santa was 3. So Ace and Clover with me they make 1. 7 and Lotus with them with me and them they make 2. With Junpei, with Santa and June, Santa must be 3. For whatever reason, I don't remember why. For whatever reason, I don't remember why. Santa must be 3, so that's 9. Plus me, that makes 14. That's 5. We don't have enough. We don't have enough. All right, I'm not joking, right? Right? Hold on. So I swear to God, I'm not joking here. 5, right? Santa is 3, right? Because Ace plus Clover plus me 1, right? Cool. And then it's 7 plus Lotus plus me. That's 2, right? And 9 is dead. Snake was 2, so we can't go through. Well, y'all can't go through 6 because June is 6. So Santa must be 9. So I mean, Santa must be 3. And even if I join them, our digital route isn't 6. Ace and Clover, 7 and Lotus, or Santa and June. I like June. I still like her better, but I don't trust Lotus. But I kind of trust 7. I think I better go with Ace and Clover.
My choice is door 1.
Santa was unconvinced.
Hey, wait a minute there. You cheating?
Cheating?
I'm asking if you changed your number after you heard what doors we wanted.
How could I do that? I wrote it down on the paper earlier.
Let me see that.
Sure, here.
Junpei shrugged and handed it to him. Santa examined it furiously. The other peers that as well. As they did, Junpei quickly slipped a piece of paper he'd been hiding into his pocket. Although he never know it now, Santa had been justified in his suspicion. Junpei had switched papers.
I had 3 pieces of paper ready,
What? For doors 1, 2, and 6.
and I put the one with door 6 on it into the pot.
He put a small mark on it so that he would know which one was
I
his.
just needed to make sure I drew last. After I saw everyone else's result, I just chose whatever door I wanted. If the number I'd already put in matched, then I didn't have to switch the paper out. Well, what does it say?
He fought the urge to smirk.
You got lucky.
Santa snorted and tossed the paper aside, frustrated.
Very well. We've decided who will go through door 1. It will be Clover, Junpei, and myself.
1 plus 4 plus 5 equals 10. And that's 1 plus 0 equals 1.
Our only problem is the 2 remaining teams.
Right.
June and I want door 6.
Lotus and I want door 2.
That's not good.
Right? That's what I'm thinking. Even if, right? So it's 3. 3 plus, not 4. So it's 3 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8. You just a route makes 6. And you guys can go through door 6, I guess.
We can't open either of those doors with only 2 people. Aw.
Fine. 7, we'll go through door 6.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yep.
Sure thing. I didn't really want to go through door 2 anyway. Besides, if we've got a younger girl with us, it'll lower the average age.
Damn, 7?
Right, June?
Well, I
June was at a loss for words. Lotus was not.
Pig.
Pig.
Just wait and see.
Lotus 7, you were going to get yourself killed. You were going to get yourself killed by this girl. Her eyes were the eyes of a woman prepared to kill. A shiver ran down Junpei's spine.
calling me old. This is why men are such a pain in the ass.
Where's she?
They're about as subtle as a brick.
And they're at it again.
Even after they separated at the staircase, Luz was still muttering angrily to herself.
I'll see you later, June.
Jumpy.
Circumstances dictated that Junpei and June would have to part ways again, but this time it didn't sting quite so much.
Don't make that face. It'll be like what Seven said.
We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9. That's how the notary game works.
Seven's words took a weight off of Junpei's shoulders and felt much better.
It'll be fine. I'll see you soon.
All right. See you later.
Lingering uneasy remained, but they went their separate directions without much trouble. Junpei, Ace, and Clover head toward A deck.
Here's A deck. It was the door on the left, right?
That should be it, yes.
And here we go.
It opened, and they walked through.
It's just as Santa and Lotus said.
At the end of the hallway sat a door with a large red 1 upon it.
Numbered door.
To the left of it, bolted to the wall, was the red.
There's the red. I'll go first.
Ace went first and waved his wrist over the scanner panel.
Now the two of you, if you would.
Junpei was next. Finally, listlessly, Clover lifted her arm. She leaned forward the scanner panel. The third asterisk clicked to life, shining brightly. Ace took hold of the lever.
Now.
He took a deep breath and turned to Junpei and Clover.
Are you ready? Shall I pull it?
Yeah, anytime.
Clover said nothing. She nodded, little more than a lethargic twitch of the head.
Very well then. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
And it's open! Move it!
They stumbled into the room.
Where is it?
Frantically, Junpei scanned the room. His eyes spotted on the device that would determine where they lived or died.
There it is! Over there!
Next to the door they come through was the dead. And one they ran to it. They put their hands over as if they were fighting for it.
It stopped.
Yes, it did.
Junpei could feel his heart pounding against the inside of his ribs. Ace and Clover were breathing hard and fast.
Whew. I don't believe I'll ever get used to that.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to. We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
I agree.
Right.
Now then.
Junpei looked around again, this time more slowly.
There's another door. Let's try opening it.
He took hold of the knob and gently pulled it open.
So, this is the wheelhouse?
He closed the door again and turned to Ace and Clover. He fixed each in turn with a meaningful stare, then spoke.
Ace, you investigate the wheelhouse next door.
Very well.
Clover, you're in charge of this room. Say something!
Okay, I will.
All right then, let's get started.
Damn, Junpei. Seek a way out. The chart room, huh? Okay. Huh. Sadly, that's all the time I got for today. 2 hours. Man, hold on. Okay, look, so on the first episode, I had gotten a comment I forgot who the person was. They were talking to me about like novel mode, and I swear to God, man, I thought I was in novel mode. Okay, they did say something about like how it describes things in more detail, and I was thinking I was like, I'm pretty sure that's what I'm doing now, dude. I was in adventure mode the whole time. Oh, I feel so stupid. I could have been like talking more. I could have been reading to you guys. I'm so sorry. From now on, we will be doing novel mode. I am so sorry. From here on out, novel mode will be forever. Man, that was a crazy 2 hours. I kind of want to keep playing. Well, a snake is dead, I guess. Damn, we never even knew. Do you think there was a way to stop it? Do you think? It's. I mean, I saw the flow. I saw the flow. We're getting closer to the end here. Damn, we did all this. And look at all these branches, dude. Like. Oh God, we're getting close to the end here, and it's like, I guess we're gonna finish this game soon enough, huh? But until then, I guess we'll have to wait and see. We still gotta get out of here. The problem being is that there's only 7 of us now, but only 5 of us can escape this ship. So I don't know what's gonna happen, man. Well, until then, thank you all for watching this video. It's probably gonna be broken up into two parts, probably 2 hours. No way it's gonna go into one video. Check out what? Check out what? I'm trying to figure out. I'm sorry. I'm kind of like, I think my head just kind of like broke a bit. So thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share and comment. I messed this up again. I'm sorry. Like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the bell. So if you want to see more videos like this, and so you're notified whenever I drop another video of 999. Check out the playlist somewhere in the description. It's probably not in the description. Check out my social media. Links are in the description down below. And with that being said, this is an event night, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.